Hi, I'm Pushyamitra Veramachaneni, and this is my social media final research projects presentation. And the topic is influence of social media on the reference services in an academic research library, the example of Florida International University. Reference and User Services Association, RUSA. This is a division of American Library Association, and it develops all guidelines for reference services departments in all libraries in USA, and all reference departments has to follow their guidelines. So that means we cannot just start like new service without following their guidelines. Aims and objectives. Traditionally, what reference services used to do is now being provided through the social media. Reference services are using different types of social media tools through which librarians are communicating and teaching patrons how to do research, where to find better sources, and which sources are appropriate for their research. One of my objectives is to see whether there is any physical change in the reference department by the use of social media. And literature review. During the last decade, much has been written about the use of social media tools in academic libraries. There are many reports and scholarly writings on the subject of Web 2.0, social media tools, and their influence on reference services in academic libraries. I chose Florida International University's main library because it is the biggest university in South Florida, and around 50,000 students are registered for fall 2012. Methods I followed for my paper are interview and questionnaire. I interviewed a librarian who is responsible for social media and emerging technologies and who is also using, interacting, and working with these tools every day. And I also gave questionnaires for a few more reference librarians who respond to patron questions through social media, mostly when they are at the reference desk. Why I chose this method is to get primary data for my project. These are FIU's social media tools: Twitter, Facebook, Blogspot, Delicious, Flickr, YouTube, MySpace, and Pinterest. So Pinterest, they are in the process of adopting new tools such as Pinterest because they are looking at the other libraries, university libraries, to see how their reference departments are promoting the library using different tools. This is Chat with Librarians page, and where we see social media icons at the bottom of the page. So actually, FIU had introduced social media in the library 2 years ago. The reason why they adopted was like patrons were already using them, so and they are comfortable with them. This is their blogspot, and which was adopted 2 years ago for announcements such as new services and new collections added to the collection, and for the events announcements. And like I think they even post some pictures on the blogs. Like we all know this is, I mean, their Twitter page, and there here we can see how many tweets and how many are following and how many followers they have, and which is not a static page. It changes every day. Like I mean, the followers changes. Their Facebook has 275 likes, and they post library schedule, holiday schedules, and library tours, campus tours, and the museum photos and the building photos, and like they have linked to Twitter and the events. Here are from the Delicious page for bookmarkings. Here we see the links for free ebooks, family tree of the Greek gods, and Wikipedia and the free encyclopedias. Here we see all links for most of them are really free. They have a Flickr account, and they are planning on providing their archival collection on it and open access to it. On YouTube, they post videos and tutorials. For example, videos about how to get the book from intercampus loan from the other campus, or from the interlibrary loan, and whether the book is here or not, and how to find the book in the library. They also have a MySpace account but are not using it actively. And reference librarians are providing all kinds of help using these social media tools. The statistics of their social media tools, like Facebook, 275 likes, Twitter, 904 followers, which was like few days ago, and blog, 321 posts on an average, like 87 views per. And this is librarians questionnaire summary. Like here we see like 5 out of 6 listed Twitter is their favorite tool because it is quick and easy. Facebook was listed by 4 librarians. Others mentioned Foursquare, Instagram, Tumblr, and Pinterest. or those are the ones they're using, both professionally and personally. The analysis based on their interview and questionnaire is the main service they're providing is how to do research, such as looking for citation articles, which databases is better to search for patron subject area, looking for books and links for ebooks, and also for any material that they are seeking, the patrons are seeking. And librarians also, like they said, that the physical appearance of the library and reference have changed, but not because of social media. The way patrons' work has changed and they need to access online sources more than the print sources. And patrons are communicating with librarians using these tools even when they are inside the library facility. My research showed that the librarians have seen little change in the reference services and job functions of the librarian, but major change in how services are delivered and how patrons are using the services. The social media usage statistics at FIU when compared to few other universities, for example, Harvard, Yale, and Georgetown Law Library, they're satisfactory. Conclusion is based on interviews and reviews. FIS adoption of social media tools is in reference services is still in the early stages, and it has not had a major impact or influence on the reference services or on the librarian's job functions or the physical environment of the library. These are the references I've used for my paper. Please post any questions that you have. Either send me an email or post on the discussion board. And thank you very much for your patience. And thank you. Bye bye.